My second contact with the horn was in the Edison studio rather, in New York, when I made I think it was my second record, the Debutante. I believe some of you have heard it here. And when I walked in that day, I noticed that the studio orchestra had been considerably enlarged. And all the men were sitting up on little platforms, different heights, different widths. And the conductor that day was Cesar Sodero. Now, if any of you remember Sodero, you know what a marvelous conductor he was, what a great musicologist, and what a stickler for detail. So when he walked in and he said, "Today, gentlemen, we are going to try to get the technique in this horn. We do not get the smooth balance that I want." And he said, "I want you to try and see where is the best position for every man in the orchestra." There were two very husky-looking youths in the orchestra there for the purpose of pushing the men around, you know. So he said, "I don't want to tire you out with playing over a heavy rendition. Let us take a little song and we'll play it over and over." So he named one of the little national songs. I can't remember what it was, but for purposes of my story, we'll call it the Battle Hymn of the Republic. So he said, "Miss White, you have to play with them because what we want is the balance behind you." So we started, and I played the Battle Hymn of the Republic with them. And when we got through playing it through, he listened very carefully. It was all wrong. Call the two men, push the trombones back, throw the trumpets into the wall, bring out the flutes, bring forward the violins, and we try it again, and again, and again, and again, until I am absolutely worn out with the Battle Hymn of the Republic. So we get up to 15 minutes before 12, and he said, "Now, Miss White, we just have time to rehearse your number." So we did play the number. Now he said, "Gentlemen, you're dismissed for an hour. Come back after lunch, and we're going to do the masters." I hope you're all familiar with the Edison technique of making 3 masters for everything. As you know, Mrs. Kaplan, you have played 3 masters, and they take out the best one. Well, I was tired. A trumpet lip gets tired quickly, especially playing the same song over and over and over. And I was so mad I couldn't eat much lunch. And when we came back, we started to play the master. I played the first cadenza, and went up for the high note. I missed it. Mr. Sodero rapped on the baton. He said, "Miss White, we do this over. We make no mistakes on the masters." So we did it over, and Miss White made 2 mistakes. So he stopped and he glared at me. And he said, "We'll try this once more." And he said, "I want this right this time." So I started to play it, and I played it right through the first cadenza and the first movement, and then I got mad, and my temper got the best of me, and I must confess I was temperamental in those days. I'm not anymore. So I stopped, and I put my trumpet down, and I walked up to him, and I said, "Mr. Sodero, I don't want to play this number. I am sick of it. I don't want to play it. My lips are tired, and I'm not going to do it justice." He said, "Are you refusing to play it for me?" I said, "No, I'm not refusing to play, but I just can't. I'll do it for you tomorrow." And he said, "Young lady, do you know what you are costing this company?" He said, "Do you know that I will have to hire all of these men over again and pay them union scale to say nothing of what I'm doing to wrecking the schedule of the studio. And I said, well, if you don't play the Battle Hymn of the Republic, I'll make it 3 masters in the morning. And that's what we did. But it did cost Edison double money to make the Debutante. If that's any appreciation to you when you play the record, it was an expensive one.